Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can tell from the thumbnail and the title of the video, got in a new holster for the Glock 19. If you have followed the channel for any length of time, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of Tulster holsters. I've been using them for probably the past 8 years. I started off with an M&P Shield, an original Shield, and then about 5 years ago I got this P365. And then a couple years ago, I got this M&P Shield Plus, but just really like their products. And I've tried holsters from most of the big name companies like Vetter and Tulster, Bravo Concealment, Harry's Holsters, Stealth Gear, Klinger, pretty much most of them. And I'm not saying that they're bad, but just Tulster just fits my body type better. It's more comfortable. I like the ride height. It sits low enough so that if you do have a little bit of extra cushion around your waist, it doesn't like dig into you so bad, but there's still plenty of room to get a grip and a purchase on your gun. Another thing I like is if you just want like a basic black holster with a plastic clip, they're very, very affordable. But if you're somebody who likes to customize stuff, they have probably, I don't even know, 20 or 30 different colors and patterns available. You can add side kicks. I added a cushion to this one. There's so much customization available. You can change out, clips. Throughout this video, I am going to be handling and showing this pistol. So just so YouTube knows, this pistol is safe. There's no ammo anywhere around. For those of you that don't know, Tulster is based out of Oklahoma. They are a family-owned company, and they have a lifetime warranty on their products. They include a little QR code that you can scan to activate that warranty. Kind of goes over the owners right here. So they make several different holsters for the Glock 19. What I got is called the ProfilePlus. This one here is their original profile. And what I love about it is just like how minimalistic it is. It really doesn't add any size or footprint to the gun itself. But the original profile is not cut for an optic. Whereas the ProfilePlus, as you can see, does have a cutout right here. The ProfilePlus also comes with this DCC monoblock clip, which is what I run on all of my holsters. You can adjust the cant here from 0 to 30 degrees. I don't know if you can see the screw right here. There's like a slot that's there. It's not just a round hole. So you can loosen this up and basically adjust this. I carry appendix, and I usually prefer to run at 0 degree cant. Once we put the pistol in here, I'll show you, but they've actually basically remove this material right here to allow for you to basically get a purchase on your pistol, but it's got a nice undercut right through here. Also has a full sweat shield, but they still round it up on top so that there's no sharp or hot spots kind of digging into you. This does have adjustable retention, so you can set it to whatever amount you like. It also has an open-ended muzzle here. So if you are running a threaded barrel, no problem with that. Also has a raised sight channel. So if you have taller sights, it'll go in there no problem. So I've been carrying guns for over 20 years, and the two must-haves for me with a holster is it has to completely cover the trigger guard area, and it has to have really good retention. It's nice if it's adjustable retention, but it doesn't have to as long as it's really good retention. The third thing that I like, especially because I carry inside the waistband, is a high sweat shield. But again, it doesn't necessarily have to. That's just a preference. But the first two are definitely musts. So let's just go ahead and get the pistol in. Let's see if we have that audible click that everybody likes to hear. Very positive snap. Let's look at this trigger guard area. Can't see anything through it, completely covered. And now you can see what I'm talking about with that undercut. So again, imagine this is in your pants. You can easily grab that all the way up to the top of the grip here, right to the underside of that trigger guard. No troubles at all there. We'll see what the retention is right out of the package here. Yeah, I'm shaking that super hard and it is not moving. We'll also have to check the draw here. Well, this is one of the reasons why I like a high sweat shield. One, it prevents your slide from rusting, being up against your body. But two, I'll put my thumb on there and kind of use that as a thumb break and kind of help pull that out. That may be just a little bit too tight. If you want to adjust the retention, just take a screwdriver and maybe turn like a half turn or so. Yeah, that's definitely going to be more my preference right there. See, it still holds really well, but I can get it to pop out pretty easily. Same thing if you want to change the cant. I always loosen the other one just a little bit, and then the actual one that's going to make the adjustment, turn it a couple times. And then, as you can see now, we can bring this straight up and down like that, and then just retighten both of them. As you can see, plenty of room for whatever optic you're going to be running on here. Again, that full sweat shield comes up just to the very edge of the slide. Show you down that sight channel, so if you are running taller sights, won't have any issues with that. And there is the muzzle end. As you can see, it comes almost to the very tip of that holster. Not a lot of extra material anywhere. I've mentioned this undercut area a couple times already. There are other manufacturers that make holsters that this area comes up and covers that magazine release and then comes up here. I know some of you might think, well, like, is there a chance of this, like you're sitting and like your stomach hits up against that and like it, you know, makes your magazine pop out? I can tell you that in 8 years of me using these holsters, that has never once ever happened to me in any situation. I threw a red dot on there just to kind of show you guys what it's going to look like with that. As you can see, there is plenty of clearance up here. Also wanted to give you guys a close-up of the clip over a belt. As you can see, there's like these little tabs underneath there that basically grabs onto your belt. There's no way of this coming off unless you purposely like lift those up higher than that. I don't know if they make different size clips in these DCC or not, but mine's a 1.5 inch belt, and there's still enough clearance that you could probably have a 1.75 inch. Try to show you guys what this looks like, you know, on. I purposely wore a light colored shirt. As you can tell, there's basically zero printing. If you pulled the shirt like really, really tight, you might be able to see a little bit then. But this is what I was talking about, how there's enough room to still get a purchase on your pistol. Like it sits up high enough to where you can do that, but it still rides low enough to where it's kind of below most of your stomach. So it's a really comfortable position. And then again, you draw, reholster. So as far as this ProfilePlus holster goes, at the time of me making this video, they're only making these in black and a carbon fiber. I don't know if they have plans in the future to do like the dozens and dozens of colors and patterns that they have on the regular profile. Listen, I understand that every person has a different body type, and I'm just saying what works for me is Tulster, and I've went through dozens of other holsters. These conceal really well. They are well made. Again, American company. They have a 30-day return policy, so if you get it and it just doesn't work out for you, just send it back to them. But I will leave a link for them down in the video description. There will also be a discount code down there. I think it's for 15% off if you guys want to pick something up. But alright guys, if you found the video helpful or informative in any way, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel out. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And that's going to be it on this one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.